High flyer.
All right, we have an exciting lineup, and I am back in my seat. It feels good. Feels good.
What was that drinks? No. That's what it's all about.
One of my whiskers is stuck in the mic.
Knob Creek lineup.
Knob Creek lineup. We're doing it blind, but not for points.
Yeah, no points. We're just doing. We got 4 bourbons, 1 rye, different ages, all 100 proof.
Although we're not doing it for points, do you think you'll get any of the guesses correct? Are you still gonna try to guess?
I think I'll get the rye.
I'm not going to try to guess.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to be objective about it and just pick which one I like the best. That's
Fair.
what I'm gonna do.
That's fair.
Because I mean, they're all good. Knob Creek is very consistent.
Yeah, this is our 3rd video in a row where we've done lineups.
Yeah.
Because we did Woodford, and then we did Wild Turkey, and now we're doing this.
I love lineups.
Lineups, and I think when we were picking, like, we would all bring a bourbon, and then we would blind them all and see which one we liked the best. I like that a lot.
I miss that.
I do miss doing that.
We should do that.
Yeah, we should do that. We did that for Secret Santa, didn't we?
Yes.
Oh,
Dang,
last year.
we didn't do a
Dang,
Secret
we really
Santa.
didn't bring the Santa season. The Santa.
Damn.
Oh, Shad. So we had a great idea.
Let's hear it.
So, you know how there are some, I don't know if it's neighborhoods, but for sure in our area, there's Southern Lights, right? Where you can pay and then you drive through like a light show.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
So we had an idea for people that hate Christmas, and it would be like a neighborhood type situation probably would be the most easy thing. And you pay and you get to drive through a neighborhood that has absolutely no Christmas lights. And it's like, you can remember what it's like
to not be in
Christmas time. And it's like, man, you can pay and you
it.
drive through and you're like, man, this isn't like no lights, no lights.
Now, do you want to know how
This is just like 2 months ago. I love it.
Do you want to know how this started? How we got to this idea?
No. What?
So.
Do you want to know? No.
So where one of those big traffic signs that sit will pop up words. It'll be like left lane closes.
Yeah.
This one said it's okay. It said not a Southern Lights entrance, but it popped up not Southern Lights and then popped up entrance. And she was like, "What does it mean, entrance?
It would go
not
back and
Southern
forth.
Lights."
So it would say not Southern Lights entrance, and I was like, not Southern Lights entrance.
She was like, "There's something called not Southern Lights."
That's awesome.
So we were like, that would actually be a really great idea.
Let's make it happen, boys.
Let's do it.
And you would have to convince a whole neighborhood not to put
But
up
that's
Christmas
easy,
lights.
right? It's like, hey, just don't put lights up.
But you know where kids are located most of the time is neighborhoods, and most parents.
They're like,
Where there are children, there are parents most of the time, and the parents want to make it magical or whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of Griswolds out there.
Yeah, don't know what that means.
Christmas Vacation?
I've never. I think the only Christmas movie I've watched was. I can't even name them.
There are some good Christmas movies
Vacation's different though because Cousin Eddie.
I've heard him referenced a lot.
He makes that movie like it transcends Christmas movies.
Who plays him?
Randy Quaid.
Not to be confused with Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, Randy Quaid, the one that's like crazy now. He's Cousin Eddie, and you gotta watch that movie.
What is the Christmas movie with Tim Allen in it where they
Santa Claus
boycott
Christmas? With Cranks.
Yes, that's a good Christmas movie.
Man, he's got 2 Christmas movies.
Yeah, well, I mean, really, he's got 4 because he has 3 Santa Clauses.
He looks like a Christmas guy.
Yeah.
He's a real family man.
Yeah.
Man, I miss Home Improvement.
Can you name Arnold Schwarzenegger's Christmas movie?
Jingle All the Way.
Dang.
Great movie.
Wow.
Great movie.
So Chris was in the living room the other day, and I was in here, and he made the Home Improvement sound, and it sounded exactly. I was like, "Was that you?" It sounded exactly like it, and he tried to do it again, and he couldn't do it again. It was just that one time. It was that one time, and it was perfect.
It was.
When he was in there working on the thing in there.
No, I don't remember what I was doing, but I was walking away from the kitchen, and I was just like,
Oh, it'd have been fun if you was actually doing home improvements. Like, when, it's like, that's just the sound you make when you're working on stuff.
Man, yeah, you guys are right. Home improvement is just underrated. It's good.
I remember it being on when I was little, but I didn't stick with it. I don't know.
My dad watched it all the time.
I thought that's what you guys were in here talking about. Wait, what were you all talking about with Tim Allen in it?
You guys were talking about Christmas movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I said Home Improvement. He said he'd never watched it though.
Oh, it's so good.
No.
I like his friend and like on the show.
Wilson?
No, not Wilson is the neighbor, right?
Yeah.
What's his friend's name?
Brett. I feel like it starts with an R. I don't know.
But he's hilarious because he's just like looking at him like, God, I hate my job.
You won't have that sometimes.
You don't have it.
You know,
Not at Toyota though.
you only get one pair of legs. Come on.
Shad quotes.
It's just a thing I've been saying. I said it to Nick Reed the other day. It's like, you only get one pair of legs, Nick. He's like, that's right, man. Don't take them for granted. I'm like, hell yeah. Like, he gets it. Like, boys ready to drink some
Ready.
I'm ready.
some stuff.
I'm ready. Y'all ready?
Starting at the top.
Starting at the top. Ah, smells like Knob Creek. Are we scoring these? Or are we just going to be like, yeah, we like it?
I think
Gut score or no score?
I kind of think gut score.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna like my least favorite, kicking it out. I'm gonna kick them out as I don't like.
Actually,
them.
now that I'm thinking about it, what we have done for the past two is figure out which one the podcast likes the most by averaging them all out. So maybe we should write down our scores. At 5, right?
Wait, I mean, we can.
Let's switch it up. Let's do out of 10. It smells good. I don't think any of these will smell bad. Wow.
This would be hard to guess all these.
The finish just keeps going.
I mean, I think the Knob Creek gets a lot of mileage out of that 100 proof. Like, they're thick, they're spicy, good finish.
That's delicious. So we write down our scores here because
So, does anybody know any interesting Knob Creek facts?
Knob Creek, also a gun range in Louisville.
Very interesting. Let's rate out of 5 how interesting the facts are. I'm going to give that a 2.3.
I mean, this has got to be some of the oldest small batches, right? In the bourbon game. Like, nine years, the standard Knob Creek. 9 years old.
9 years the standard,
Wow.
yeah.
I respect that.
Like that. They got some old whiskey.
They're patient.
Oh, I have an Easter egg here. I think. Where's my Knob Creek?
I don't see
It's
any
normally
eggs
over
up
there.
Is this it?
Oh, yeah. You got it.
I think I've done this on the podcast before. This is the old bottle.
Yeah,
Wait a
well, they
minute.
can't see it there.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
They just put the 15-year in the old bottle.
I wonder, I don't know what year that 15 year is. That 15 year could be 2018, not, I don't know.
Does it say the year on the back of them?
Year of 2018.
No.
Y'all ever wonder what bourbon's going to look like in year 2050?
Minimum age will probably be 10 years on. It's going to be like,
You think Pappy will still be as hard to find, or do you think they'll finally
Yeah.
end up mass producing it?
yeah, it's going to be hard to find. Because, it's old bourbon, so it gets like, there's not a lot of it. You know what I mean?
I guess in 2050 they would have to be putting it in the barrel right now, basically.
for the
25
23
year.
25, yeah.
It'd be
That's
like
crazy.
2048, but close enough.
I think as long as bourbon's around, Buffalo Trace stuff would be hard to find. The upper Buffalo Trace.
It's a Claremont, Kentucky distillery. I just read it in the back of it.
That's up towards Louisville.
That's
I
my
think.
fact. Can anybody top that?
This is. No.
I don't know. I think yours was 9 year.
Yeah, that was an interesting.
Yeah,
fact.
interesting.
There's something special about like the guy. Is it the same guy that does Booker's? Started Knob Creek as his like premium small batch Jim Beam lineup.
Really?
Because I mean it's a premium because you got Jim Beam, right, and then like Knob Creek.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a step above. It's the better Jim Beam products.
You know what I'm kind of upset we didn't do for this episode?
What?
Have Paul on for it.
Oh, is that
He
Knob Creek
loves
guy?
Knob
He,
Creek.
that's his shit. He loves Knob Creek.
Oh my God, this nose right here. Peanut butter and chocolate.
That's bourbon ball right there.
I think bourbon ball.
Yeah, I think I'm with you.
With
I
me?
don't really get peanut butter.
Yeah, I don't get the peanut butter, but I get like the walnuts.
I'm getting like peanut M&Ms.
I don't get peanut off it.
That is so good. Wow.
Are
That
we-
finish just keeps going, and I feel like it's a very, it's just easy. It's easy, and there's a lot. It packs a punch in one little.
Yeah, especially for being 100 proof.
Yeah.
It's so good.
What were you asking?
Are we writing down just gut scores?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Nah.
All right, we going on to the next one.
This one has less of a smell to it.
It does, doesn't it?
It does.
It smells good, but it's like, first off, it's not as sweet.
I don't get rye though, so I don't think it's the rye.
I have to wait till the tongue. That's when
Yeah.
I know it's alright.
It's a little more harsh.
That finish is nice though.
Good finish. Not as flavorful, I think, as the first one. I think
That spice though is a lot better, I think.
I think the harshness, and I think you're saying spice, I'm saying harshness. I think it's a little harsher. I think it doesn't, the flavors don't go as long as the first one.
I think this
You
goes.
think?
I think this goes longer.
Yeah.
It's just not sweet. I think you're looking for that sweet.
I think I'm probably am looking for that sweet.
So they're all 100 proof, right?
Yep.
All 100 proof. So really, probably the only thing we could.
This is a good experiment of just what the barrel does to the bourbon.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
these knob
it's just right down the line for the age.
That's delicious. Big fan. Big
Is
fan.
it not? It's way different than the first one though.
It is way different
Like
than the
if
first
I didn't
one.
know these are Knob Creeks, I don't know if I would guess these are both Knob
The
Creek.
same. Yeah.
Wow.
I get a lot of that like baking spices off that.
Really? Like nutmeg,
Yeah, like nutmeg
flour,
and flour.
Oh,
baking soda.
gingerbread.
On three,
Three?
I need to cleanse here.
Just off the smell.
I can see that.
Or graham cracker
Yeah.
pie crust or something. I don't know.
I can see that.
Something you make desserts with.
I feel like I got cinnamon.
I can see the
I
cinnamon.
have cinnamon PTSD.
Is there cinnamon in gingerbread?
Mhm.
Yeah. Stick with my gingerbread.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, I get gingerbread.
I don't know that I would have instinctively thought that, but
That's delicious.
that is way different than...
I think this has to be the rye, right?
I think 1 and 2, you could probably tell they're in the same family, maybe, but this one I feel like is very different than 1 and 2. The rye guy's wheels are spinning.
I don't know if I...
I think Knob Creek's a barely legal rye, though, so it is still 50% corn. It's not the 51 or 49% corn, 51% rye or something. I think. Don't quote me on that. But I do think it's a
Okay.
heavy corn rye if it is.
I'm not sure if my mind's tricking myself into it or not, but I did taste that little bit of like wintergreen on it.
I'm gonna have to taste the other ones.
Yeah. That one's good though. Oh, man.
The mouth feels a little bit thinner on that one.
So, did you like that better than the last one?
I didn't.
Yeah, I can't say I liked it better. It's really good though.
Oh.
Like the aftertaste of that
Oh my god.
is amazing.
Oh.
That smells like a candle.
Oh, that smells delicious.
That's-
Do you
crazy.
get caramel peanut butter on that? Anybody?
I can definitely see the caramel.
I just don't get the peanut butter on these.
Oh my
Really?
god, it's straight caramel to me.
Yeah, straight caramel.
Wow.
I mean,
that
if you
is
just think it's like they
wild.
melted Werther's. kinda.
Yeah. I think this is the most caramel I've ever gotten on any nose.
Yeah.
It's a caramel bomb.
Yeah. I wonder if it'll carry through.
It's almost like I'm getting stroop waffle off it.
Stroopwafel.
The hell did you
I
just
love.
say?
Have you ever had a stroopwafel?
I don't think so.
Oh my
I've had
God.
waffles.
It's like
I
a
can-
really thin waffle with like caramel in the middle.
So, stroopwafels, you put them over your coffee mug while your coffee's hot, and the coffee
Softens it.
softens it. Oh, it's so good.
It doesn't get better than that. It's got the heat. How
Ooh.
how thick is that,
That Kentucky hug, that it is thick. It's almost like syrup.
dude?
Wow.
And the finish is just
It's got the perfect amount of spice though. It's not like it's still really sweet.
yeah.
Almost
That's-
paydayish to me.
Ooh, that's good. That's some good shit right there.
Holy moly, that's
Yeah, that's the nose, the mouthfeel, the finish. That kills everything.
Top to bottom, this is one of the best bourbons I can think of in my head right now. Just all the stuff going on in there. It's complex.
It's very complex.
Sweet, still though.
I
A
think
lot of sweet.
for me, 4 and 2 so far have been the most complex. I think 1, I liked it a lot because it was just sweet. So I'm trying to not. I might actually lower my score on that one because I think it's just that sweetness hitting me too.
I think I'm with you
Bring
on that.
that score up.
I think 4 is a little bit more complex than 2, but I do think those 2 are the most complex. Wow.
All right, let's sniff this last one. Whoa.
This has got to be the rye.
That smells amazing. Oh man. I get
Marshmallow.
custard.
Custard?
I get that custard smell.
Nope.
Get that cousin mustard on this.
Yeah, get that.
Cousin mustard sounds gross. Ooh, what is cousin mustard?
Band name?
Yes. It'd be good like a bluegrass band name.
Cousin mustard.
Yeah.
It reminds
Fast
me of
Grass.
what is it on Adam's Family? Cousin what's their cousin's name? In the
Cousin
Addams
It?
Family. Cousin It, maybe. It reminds me of one of their cousins.
Like the hairy thing.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Cousin Mustard's just like a guy that's just yellow. He's got jaundice real bad or something.
It's like it's a mashup of the game Clue and the Addams Family.
Yeah.
Name's Elmer, but they all call me Mustard. He's just
Do you
yellow.
not get like a sweet, creamy smell off that?
Don't say creamy. I kind of do when you say that. I don't know if I would have.
Actually,
Yeah.
That's immediately what I got.
Smell that as hard as you can smell that.
Oh.
You get something underneath that.
Okay.
Something that makes you wonder.
I am gonna bet this is the rye.
Yeah, if you fucking...
That's sorry.
I said the F word, daggone. If you smell that real hard, you can smell all the rye in that.
Yes, I agree, because that's what I smelled when you asked that question. I'm trying not to
Yeah.
be. I gotta be a little bit more
I still love
objective
that.
with ryes.
Yeah. No, this is bad.
I think I have to lower the score on my first one.
From 4.9, maybe 4.7.
All right, I'm locked in. My scores are good.
Okay, I have to. I will admit I discriminate a little bit against ryes, so
Yeah, because
I
you're
have
not a
to
rye girl.
Taste it with a neutral tongue.
It's okay. I automatically assume the rye is going to be the lowest one on the podcast, but everybody knows that I'm the rye guy. So as long as my score is higher than your all's on a rye, I'm okay with it.
I have a big appreciation for the Knob Creek rye. There was nothing...
Because you think it's the best rye out of all of them, right? I think
don't-
Bullet Rye is better, but...
I didn't like Bullet Rye.
Have we tried the Woodford rye?
No, we haven't.
We have not. We
Yeah.
need to do a rye episode.
I mean, the Russell Rye's up there.
Yeah. Dude, what if they did a Russell 13 rye?
Probably wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't spend $300 on that. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
not 300. I spend 150.
Would you?
Would you spend 151?
No,
Would
too
you spend
much.
would
Too
you spend
much. Completely
152?
outlandish.
Would you
Ryes-
spend 150.50 cents?
Yes.
Have you seen The Whitest Kid You Know where they're talking to the stripper?
No.
And they're like, what would you do for $20? And she's like, I'd take my foot and staple it to my elbow. They're like, it's like, all right, what would you do for $3.53? And she, it's just weird stuff. He's like, what would you do for $3.38? I'd have sex with you. Oh, there that is. You know,
There it
it's
is.
like- It's like, I'll cover myself in beans and like,
I'll pour rye all over my body.
It's Chris's dream.
just want bath and rye. Would that kill you? Can you bath in liquor? Would that
Can you-
soak?
can you
would
bath in
that soak
liquor?
through your skin?
I think
and,
it would
like-
soak into your feet, maybe.
Actually, my mom's never wrong when she
My
tells
mom
me
does not
medicine
hate
stuff.
you.
She what?
She's never wrong when it comes to like sicknesses and medicines.
Does she know a bunch of like backwater cures for things?
Yeah.
Can you name one? Give me an example.
She told me when she had an ear infection, her mom would use pee and put
My
it in her
dad
ear.
does that.
Yeah.
Pee and alcohol,
Yep.
an equal mix.
And there's always a big deal.
For
like
an
we
ear
had to-
infection?
We had
That's
to keep
disgusting.
black salve in the fridge.
What the
What's
fuck is
salve?
black salve?
It's just like a black. It looks like black, like KY jelly or something. It's like
Oh,
a
is it
thick,
fat?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like you keep that for like cuts or like infections. Like you put that on stuff. And it'd always be in a little jar that you keep in the fridge.
Did you guys do the Vicks Vapor Rub thing on your feet and then put socks over it?
We didn't do our feet, no.
Okay, what the fuck?
Is that the
I
best way to
think
get it in
the
system?
only
That makes
that
sense.
was the cure. That was the cure cold that my
the
dad-
only one that I know of that worked, that I know worked, was I used to. Have you ever seen a planter's wart?
I think I know what you're gonna say, but
For your
this is
feet?
wild.
It's like a wart that has like little stems in it. It's a really weird wart. Anyways, I had one on my foot, and like I could cut it off, burn it off, pick all the stems out. Like it didn't matter. It always grew back. And my grandma was like, all you gotta do is rub that thing. And
with like a sock and then bury the sock?
No. Just there was a certain way you had to rub it, and she was like showing me how to do it. I was like, this is the dumbest thing. This ain't gonna work. 2 weeks, it was gone. And I was like, what? Yeah, I had it for like 6 months. And then she was just like, you just gotta rub that thing like this. And she did it, and then it was gone. And I was like, this is insane.
There's something to be said that people that just have done things on their own and it gets passed down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doctor ain't gonna tell you to do that.
He ain't gonna be like, all you gotta do is rub
Like,
it. He's gonna be like, we need to give you 6 cortisone shots and then give you some adrenaline.
That'll be $2,000.
Eventually, all that stuff's gonna be gone. All that old knowledge.
Yep.
And we'll just have the doctor books. And WebMD.
There are books with that old knowledge, I think.
It's not gonna be a lot of people know it.
Yeah.
I mean, less than there is now.
Imagine what they did in the medieval days.
Just cut everything off. You get a cold, they just cut a limb off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when the thing that always comes to my head is the big witch doctor mask that they used to fill full of like rosemary and flowers and stuff because they thought that you got the black plague from smelling it. And so, do you not know that?
I thought it was for a different reason.
Well, they used it for all sicknesses, but one of the thing is they thought you got the black plague from smelling it, and so they thought that if it would just filtered through all the flowers.
Isn't that wild? Especially with wars, like they had all of these injured soldiers, and nothing was sterilized, and they were probably just spitting on like limbs that were cut off, and it's crazy.
They said, back in the Civil War, they just had
Saws.
Well, I mean, they just had whiskey and morphine for painkillers. That's why bourbon became such a big thing, I think.
Painkillers,
because
boys.
All the people from the war and stuff were used to whiskey. So then they got these cornfields and stuff, and that's like... Whereas a lot of them were making whiskey anyways, because they had so much corn. And then you had
corn,
all these people
corn.
that was working every day and stuff, and whiskey's medicine, so they wanted to keep whiskey.
Fun fact.
And now we're just privileged people drinking.
Yeah.
Like, this would blow someone's mind if you took this to a Civil War guy. I was like, hey, try this.
But God,
They'd be like,
That's sissy shit.
and it ain't got rust in it.
He goes to pour this on some big cut he has on his side or something.
He's got Pappy out there, and he's like, God damn.
Developed some kind of oak infection.
Imagine in a post-apocalyptic world where, like, all you have is a bottle of Pappy, and you get a cut. Are you pouring it on that cut?
Oh, this is like a moral dilemma.
Yeah.
Right,
Or,
it's between me and Don, yeah.
How big is the cut?
it's a pretty good sized cut. Let's say it needed stitches and it was like dirty, like you fell in like a scrap pile or something.
You fell in a pile of razor blades.
You fell in a big old pile of shit.
And you got cut?
You were cut and then you fell in the pile of shit.
I think that's an easy
And you
choice.
got a bottle of Pappy there. Do you use it on your leg, or do you like, fuck that, that's my drink?
I mean, in a post-apocalyptic world, I don't think you could get your money out of Pappy anyways, right?
Yeah.
So,
You're right.
I think even with money, or like if I was just somewhere right now, if I was stuck in some parking lot somewhere with a big cut and I had Pappy's, I'd probably pour it on there.
I wouldn't do that.
Why not?
I'd drive to a goddamn Walmart.
You can't drive. You don't have a car. You're 5 miles away from anything. Die with your pride, buddy. I'll pour it out.
it doesn't take a lot. Do you only have
okay,
like,
if it's already open, then yeah. If it's not open, I don't know if I could do it.
especially if it's a full bottle, you don't need a full bottle in a cut.
Yeah, but what if it's an unopened bottle that you could sell?
Money hungry, are you?
I'd take a $4,000 bet that I can make it to a hospital before my leg fell off.
Be an awful proud death. I don't know.
5
If it's
miles. Yeah, maybe.
you can probably make it 5 miles.
Yeah.
Depends on how bad the cut is.
It would suck. I wouldn't do it. Like, fuck this bottle.
But
Pour it
at the
out.
same, like, it's not going to make the pain go away. It's really just a disinfectant. So you would still need to be walking 5 miles, whether it's,
No.
you know what I mean? So.
I probably just spit on
But
it.
you can set up a pretty nasty infection, I feel like.
In 5 miles, yeah.
I mean, you're getting your blood pumping more. I don't know.
I don't know. It depends.
how
A
infectious
lot.
it
There's
is.
a lot of things going on here. Do I have a tourniquet? Like, if I could improvise a tourniquet with my shirt or something, and really
Okay,
just
say you're naked 5
So you're
miles
gonna-
from the hospital.
Trying to lose your leg?
you tourniquet it so you don't lose your leg.
You do a tourniquet to stop blood flow below it. You're not going to have blood flow to your leg. You don't walk 5 miles with no
Do you
blood
want to
flow.
bleed out? If you bleed out, it don't matter if you got 2 legs.
Right? If you tourniquet your leg and try to walk 5 miles, you're going to have problems.
Probably, because it depends, I guess, on the cut. I don't know. I'm not a
A
doctor.
tourniquet's supposed to
Stop
save your
the
life,
blood
not your
flow.
limb.
It stops the blood flow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I need to tourniquet it, though, I'd rather lose my leg than...
You'd rather lose your leg than open a bottle of Pappy.
Well, no, we're past the ball of Pappy
It's like,
at
I
this
got
point.
a $12,000 medical bill, but I got this Pappy.
Oh.
Ooh, that came out of nowhere.
All right. Anyways,
In
I
any
guess
case.
we'll end it here.
No. All right, we want to go
right.
through scores.
Yeah, we can. I just spitballed mine. I didn't give taste or anything on these.
No, I
just,
just, yeah.
first one I gave a 3.4.
Wow.
Hey,
What'd you give her?
I gave it a 3.5.
Are you averaging?
I'm
you
just
ready?
right. I'm just writing them down.
Okay. 2.8.
Ooh, low.
Wow, low.
All right, second one I gave it a 3.5.
I gave it a 3.1.
3.0. I was pretty conservative.
He was.
All right, number 3.
3.2.
I gave it a 3.
2.8. Again.
Wow.
Also, you thought that was just as good as the second one or the first
Yeah.
one?
First one.
First one.
4.
Okay, I gave this a 4.5. I'm sorry, I was fucking.
I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 3.2. This was the highest, for sure.
Last one I gave it 3.1.
I gave it a 3.4.
2.2.
Ooh, you wasn't a fan though.
All right. Somebody want to average these out?
Yeah.
I kind of wrote it all fucked up. I hope you...
He was.
Ooh, I see the ledger here. Shouldn't have done that.
Wait, it doesn't matter at this point.
Hey, Kitty. Hey, Kitty.
I'm sorry. I fucked up our scores on this.
Yeah, you fucked us.
I always think of if 2.5 is an average. That's what I'm always thinking about.
I thought all these were above average.
Yeah. They were all above average on my scoring too, except for...
Except for the rye, because she
Rye.
hates rye.
I tried.
Which, by the way, I'm gonna see. I did write down my guess on all these. I think you guys know. I think it was pretty easy.
Well, you wrote down your guesses?
I was digging around at the end there. I was like, yeah, I think I know what these are.
If I had to guess, I think it went 12 year,
Okay.
18 year,
Okay.
9 year,
Okay.
15 rye.
That's exactly what I have.
Oh.
I don't think we're wrong. I think it's
I think that's it.
yeah.
Is this a...
The only ones that I'm really worried about is 1 and 3. I think that 1 and 3 could be different, but I'm pretty sure I got the
Between the
12
9
and
and
15 because the 8. If this is the 18, it felt like it was a little bit more harsh and a lot more oak.
Yeah,
in
I
it.
think it's a little too oaky.
It's a little too oaky, and I think the 15 was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
What was your score on 5?
3.1.
Yeah, sorry. I wrote down 3.4, then Mark kind of fucked it
I
up.
will say, going back to it now, it's a little bit too sweet. See,
Which one?
the 4.
All right, here's our averages.
I think that's why I like it so
Oh
much.
man, go back to that though.
To 2?
Yeah. I think it's where I'm used to drinking Knob Creek, like the.
Oh man.
It is good, but
I think this had to
4.
sit out a while.
I prefer 4.
I do too, but this
It's got
did
the
get
sweetness to it.
get a lot better.
All right, so winner by unanimous scoring is number 4, which is
What is the bourbon? T3.
T3, which is 15 year.
Wow, that's what Shad guessed would win.
That's. Oh, I said 18, didn't I?
You did say it.
I did say 18.
What a stupid idiot.
In second, oh, we got a tie for second place.
Really?
Let me see here. I think since one did get a 2.8, we're gonna give it to 2. So that's number 2. Got second place.
T2.
T2, and that
This
is
is-
18 year.
Okay, all right, so you're right there.
And so number 1, T4, 12 year.
It just makes me laugh every time you say, because you say T4, like that was the reveal, and then you're like, and that was 12 year. T4, and that would be 12 year.
T5, 9 year. And then the rye was the last one.
I'm kind of, which I didn't rank it better, but I kind of thought the 12-year would be the 18.
And also, I want to point out that I would have got 5 points off this if we would have guessed them.
I would have too, though. I
It
bet she
doesn't
would've
matter.
too.
Can I see the ledger again? I was thinking about bingo. When
Did
we were-
you guess these like in your head at all?
No. I set out to, and then I forgot. Oh,
The
interesting.
12-year's so sweet now. It's sweeter than the 15-year.
I drank all my 12 year.
It's good, but I don't
It
think
was
it's...
well. So originally, I had it at a 3.8, the 12 year, and then I knocked it down because I felt like I was being biased because I just like sweet stuff.
The 12-year is really good, but I think it's just...
Too sweet.
It's
Needs
like
a little bit of oak.
missing something,
It's between the 12 and 18. That's what it is.
you know?
15 is a perfect number. Above 13, below 18, I think is the magic number for bourbon for me.
Yeah.
What makes the 15 year so much better?
I guess it's just not over oak.
15 year average 3.9. That's head and shoulders above the other scores.
Because in my truth, it has the perfect amount of age and oak and sweetness. Because I feel like the 18 year was a little too harsh, a little too oaky, not enough sweetness, and the 12 years a little too sweet, not enough oak.
Yeah.
So I think
Okay.
it's the perfect middleman.
It's a good summary.
I do agree with that. 18 is a little bit too much. 12 years is a little too sweet. 15 it's the right porridge, the just right.
So now I know if I ever see a Knob Creek 15, that's the one I need to buy because it's my favorite out of all the Knob Creeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. 18 is good. I'm not mad I bought the 18. It's
No,
really
no.
good.
What is the price difference in those? Do you know, MSRP wise?
I think they're about the same. MSRP.
Well, then you definitely get the 15 year.
Are they both about the same easy to find?
Yeah,
I
probably.
think 18's been. I don't know if they make 15 every year. That's only the second release of Knob Creek 18, as far as I know. So, what does it say on the front?
Aged 18 years.
It's probably when they started Knob Creek 18 years ago.
No, it says 1992 on the thing.
Was that 21 years?
Okay, it was his release number KC02.
So yeah, so last year was the first Knob Creek 18.
Huh.
This year's the second one, I guess.
Okay.
So I think they're very sporadic on the high.
So how long's the 15 been out?
Buddy,
Does it say?
that's his number one, so I don't know.
This is batch number 1?
That's what it seems.
How much did you buy this off Colby for?
$100.
$100?
Yeah.
You need to save this as much as you can.
There,
You're only allowed to drink it here.
I'm gonna drink the shit out of that
there's
stuff, man.
something about it that's comparable to that syrupy flavor that I get off of the very old.
Yeah.
Because there's sweetness in there, but not too sweet. Like you guys said, it's just perfectly balanced, but there's just extra richness to it.
It's the mouthfeel.
I don't
It's
know
the
how
extra
they got the
mouthfeel.
mouthfeel to be better than the 18 year.
It is better.
Seems kind of counterintuitive.
A lot better.
Maybe they didn't have to water it down as much because, the 18 year is going to be a lot higher in proof. So they may have had to water it down more than they did the 15. And based on how old this 15 is, who knows what the years leading up to that, them bottling it were, like
Right.
condition wise. Because that's the thing.
That's evidently an older bottle. I don't know what year that bottle is. It's evidently older by the shape of it.
The shape of it and the way the wax is
All fucked up.
all fucked up.
Yeah, they got better at the wax, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Maybe they switched up their wax supplier.
But as far like that's, I'm trying to drop a pin in this, not great. For like not a barrel strength or whatever, that's one of the best bourbons I think I've tried.
The 15?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm with you on that. Especially, yeah.
I would like to put that in a competition with like the very, very... Nah, I think the very, very old still beats that.
It would be interesting because this is hotter. And typically in blinds, we lean towards the hotter ones.
That's more interesting. That's just really sweet. Like that's really good, but it's just sweet. That
It's got oak in it, though. That's like oaky sweetness. Just...
yeah, but this has got a little AC/DC to it, though.
Yeah, and I think it's probably the heat.
It probably does have a better mouthfeel, though, than that extra, extra old. This feels like a old mouthfeel. Like it's been aged.
The 18s don't impress me that much, actually. The more I drink it. Why would you do the 9-year and the rye?
That's a good idea. I'm going to do that, too.
You almost just put that in the 15-year.
Woo! That was close.
Might have been really good. You never know.
You want to try this burr rye with me?
Yeah.
Knob Creek burr rye.
The rye overpowers a little bit, but as much as I don't like ryes, whenever we do shit like this, I'm like, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, probably because it takes the rye down to like 25%.
I don't taste I feel like I don't really taste the rye less. I would still know this is a rye.
The rye still punches you. Like
Yeah.
that rye still comes through. Still like whoop, whoopsh.
So this is the 9-year.
But it tastes good to you. Like, because you don't like it doesn't overpower. It still hits you, but it's not like, God damn.
Yeah.
It's all rye.
The 9-year is still really good.
I don't know. I made that into my burr rye, so.
I'm just like, that's
Yeah, 9 years
that's
great.
$30.
And it's almost 10 years old.
Remember the Green Goblin?
I do.
I missed that.
No.
That was a banger.
We need to figure out more. I haven't been blending and stuff.
No, you haven't.
You guys tried anything?
We should that should be our New Year's resolution.
To start blending stuff
To
more?
maybe start a segment.
Oh, we wanted to do that for so long. Like
I-
the dartboard idea.
Yeah, We need to start doing segments, I feel like.
No.
Summary of the episode is 15 years the best.
Knob Creek's good.
And Knob Creek is good.
And don't take your legs for granted.
What do you think?
Don't take them for granted. You only get one pair.
You only get one pair of legs.
We're not lizards, people.
Most people.
I got one last question here. How do you think this lineup compares to the other two? Do you think it wins the lineups, or do you think it's not as good as the...
Definitely better than Woodford. I would compete with Wild Turkey, I think, honestly.
Yeah.
Because all the Wild Turkey stuff's around this proof, like the 100 proof. Wild Turkey goes 113 and 116. They go a little higher.
Yeah, I agree with that. This is on par with the Wild Turkey episode. I think it beats the Woodford episode, though.
I think these are more consistently easier to find, though, right? Because, like, our
Yes.
Wild Turkey had decades in one and 12 years.
If you go price, like this beats the shit out of just about everything. Consistency beats most everything, honestly.
This episode has made me a Knob Creek fan. There, I said it.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Was you not before? Was you like, Knob Creek?
No. I don't think I paid attention enough to it to have
She's a
formed
knob
an
girl.
opinion. I'm now a knob girl.
That sounds
Knobby.
bad. That sounds like
Have you seen
Yeah.
500 Days of Summer?
I'm not.
Okay, first of all, it's a great movie. You should watch it. But in it, she was like, they call me anal girl. And the guy was like, what? She's like, because I like to keep things organized.
Oh, that kind of anal.
All right, on that note, we'll see y'all next time. Oh, we did not do our infinity bottles.
We'll do them in the next one.
On the next one, infinity bottles. Sorry, risky people. It's on the next episode.